Hello, everyone. Hello, and good morning from my Eastern Standard Time zone on this beautiful and wonderful earth. Hope you guys are having an amazing day today, or if you are waking up just as I am, I hope that you have an amazing start of the day on this Thursday. Kind of had to think about it. It's really early for me, so I'm trying to remember at the same time that I'm talking, what day is it? Today is Thursday, a day in the life of my dolls. Good morning. Thank you so much for joining. I'm going to wave at you. So I am in a different part of the house today, and I am sitting on the floor today, and I am going to give you this beautiful message from a relaxed position, because if I was standing or even sitting in a chair, I feel like there's a possibility I may fall. It's because I'm still, like when you're in the morning time, you're just kind of like recalibrating yourself. That's where I'm at. Nonetheless, let's continue this journey together. We are reading together from the adult, and I know the words are backwards, bear with me, Adult Play Therapy Devotional. This is a 60-day soul cleansing devotional and journal. And just to show you, I am walking this out right along with you. If anybody goes, I don't really know how to journal. I've tried to have a diary. I've tried to have a journal. It just doesn't work for me. One, that's why we're doing this together. I think sometimes doing things together makes it a little bit easier. So if you already have this particular book, the Adult Play Therapy Devotional, if you don't, go ahead and get it on Amazon once you have it, or if you already have it. Just be honest with yourself as you write. And being honest with yourself means that you may end up drawing a picture. Being honest with yourself means that your response may be a one-line sentence. Being honest with yourself means that you may characterize yourself and talk about yourself in third person form. We don't talk about that, but maybe you talk about yourself in third person form to be able to objectionably speak about what you feel subjectional about. So you're on the outside looking inside of yourself. And instead of being like you just go ahead and write RK. Whatever your first name is. RK feels this. RK thinks this. RK is in this kind of position with God. RK loves to play, but really needs to find where that fun center is for her. However way works for you. Also, if you're like, I don't have the journal, but I want to do this journey with you, is it okay if I just use a notebook? Definitely. Write it in a notebook. I still advise you to get this book. Why? Just because then you have the experience, and that's really what this is about, the experience. You can look over your life and go, you know what, I remember when I had this book and I wrote these notes, and I was able to see this different perspective about myself and about how I play and who I am. And this encapsulates that experience. You can get it on Amazon. You can get it directly from me. Of course, you get it from me. I am going to sign it. You're going to get an autograph from me to you, signed to you with a special message. It's early, y'all. Special message in the pages. So there's a difference between getting it off of Amazon, but I say get it. If you have a notebook, write it. I would not advise loose leaf. Loose leaf can get lost, hence the word loose. It will get loose on you, and when you go back to find it, it may be gone. If you go ahead and you put a staple at the top and you're like, oh, I'm not going to lose it. All kinds of crazy things in life can happen, y'all. I know. I've had dogs. I've had cats. I have kids. I myself have even sat on paper that I have stapled and twist my little butt around or whatever I was doing, getting on and off the bed, or and those sheets became unstapled. And once it's unstapled, it's loose. So if you keep flipping the page over, on the side and you got it stapled in the corner, I don't care if you do it straight or even on the side. Some people are particular about which way it goes. Regardless, we keep flipping the page and flipping the page. Eventually, pages start to get more loose, get wear and tear. You can lose it. So definitely, whatever you're doing your journaling in, make sure that it's in a bound book, either a book with a spine or something that it's like a notebook. All right, guys. So let's experience day 2 together. For our devotional, it says, cut off ties to toxicity. Toxic people, places, things, events, even pets and animals. What? Yes. Even pets and animals. Cut off ties to toxicity. Toxic people, places, things, events, even pets and animals. But I'm curious, you may ask, how does this have to do with play? The beginning portion of this devotional is really broken down for your inner self, for your spirit, to get you to a point of cleansing, right? Being able to really evaluate what's going on in that life of yours. Who do you have around you? What things do you have going on inside of your thought pattern? Who do you go to whenever you're going through troubles, or even if you're going through great times? Getting you to that point of being able to see you. Because sometimes we can create stories and write and play, and I don't care if it's like just doing, maybe you're a gamer and you love getting on the game, but if you've got a lot of toxicity around you and stuff, and you're not really evaluating that, you're not able to sever ties with that, you may be around people that are polluting you and can really affect who you are during your hobby time. And if you have enough toxicity around you, you'll find that you won't even be able to play anymore. You won't even be able to enjoy your hobby because you're so bogged down by the poison and venom of other people around you. And like I said, some places that we go to could be like a restaurant, it could be a club. I'm not even gonna say anything about me and my age, but I'll look back over my life in my early 20s and going out to the clubs. I couldn't go to those places now. Some of those places are completely torn down. They were so toxic. Just honest, they're torn down. But for the ones that may or may not still be standing, if they're still standing, I couldn't go there. Those places were extremely toxic. And the most venomous and poisonous people that I could ever imagine. But at 20, 19, 20, that was like the hopping spot. But I kept a lot of drama in my life too, that at my age right now, I'm almost 41, I've talked about it. At almost 41, married 15 years, been with my partner for 15 and a half years. And I do mean partner because we have a partnership. Been with him for 15 and a half years. We have 10 kiddos. I cannot imagine myself keeping that kind of drama going on in my life. And I imagine that if I was around that kind of drama, it would really play out in my storylines that I do, to the point where it would be just complete craziness. You know what I mean? Like, it may be enjoyable to people, but I imagine that on the inside of myself, it would be so chaotic. And I just know that because that's where I was at. And the reason why in this particular devotional, and I know this is a little bit longer today than yesterday, but in this particular devotional, it does say even pets and animals, because pets and animals can be toxic as well. We don't think about it, but if you get like stray animals, ding, ding, ding. I've done it multiple times. You get stray animals and they come from a home that may not have been very loving, or maybe just in that particular animal's bloodline, they are very unfriendly. And you can love and hug on them and pet them all day. But if it's an animal that just has very venomous traits, no matter how much you try to create a positive attachment with that animal, they may still be very negative towards you. And I have learned over the past, sometimes you have to get rid of them. And I hate to say that. I've been in that position, though, where I had to do that because the bonding just was not taking place. And the behavior was getting worse. And the pooping on the floor and peeing on the floor was getting exaggerative to the point where it became harmful to our children, where it was just like, oh my God, I don't know where we're going to find pee and poop at. And my kids are, crawling on the floor and touching on the floor and touching under chairs. And you don't want them pulling up poop in their hand. And if you have kids that are hand to mouth and they're, young and they're putting stuff in their mouth, it's early, y'all, stuff in their mouth, you don't want them, doing that. And then you go, oh God, I gotta take you to the hospital now. Let's flush it out as much as we can. Water, water, water. So animal had to be gotten rid of. And it did create a more peaceful home environment. It wasn't something that I wanted to do. None of us in the house wanted to do it, but it was a toxic environment. So if this is your case where you have an animal, a pet, like I said, especially at times a stray pet, we want to be those kind of people that, oh, come here, I'm going to bring you in and love on you and make your whole life greater. But it doesn't always work that way. And you have to admit, whenever you're saying, I value me, I value peace over what what my life is like right now. And you got to cut those ties. That's just the honest line, sis. You got to cut those ties. That's just the honest line, brother. You got to cut those ties. You got to, okay? So for our journal prompt, it says, identify, name, and list toxic people, places, and things in your life. And I would even add in the animals and the pets. So once again, that journal prompt was identify, name, and list toxic people, places, and things, animals, and pets in your life. I'll show it to you. It's right here. So definitely go ahead and do that. Identify, name, and list toxic people, places, and things in your life. This is why you got to get this journal, y'all. That way you don't have to sit here and try to rewind what I'm saying so that you can write it down. If you don't have the journal, like I said, you just want to join us on this journey, do it. Still do it. Just get your notebook out and do it. If you do have the journal, then it makes it a lot easier because those prompts are already there. If in fact you are about to get the book, like I said, you can DM me, as well as get it on Amazon. If you DM me, you get the book from me, then I will make sure to sign that book. Okay, I'll put my autograph in and give you a nice message as well. All right. So identify, name, and list toxic people, places, and things in your life. So I thank you guys for being with me. This is day 2 of our journey together with the Adult Play Therapy Devotional, a 60-day soul cleansing devotional and journal. And this has been created by me, R.K. Lemons Weber. You may also know me as Sacred Para Playland. So if you're having issues finding the book online and you go, is R.K. literally spelled out R.K? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. But if you still are kind of concerned, you can always type Sacred Para into that search engine at Amazon and the book will pop up, as well as some other goodies, some other good material and books. Anytime you type in RK into the search engine of Amazon, you put in RK Lemons Weber, you're going to find the additional books and tools that I have that's out there as well. You can feel free to get those as well. So I was going to put that out there. Hope you guys have an amazing day today. Today is Thursday, y'all. It is Thursday. I'm having to remind myself. It's Thursday. So we are getting close to the end of the week. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. If your day has already started where you're at, and if you are in the process of waking up, getting those sleep boogers out of the eye and freshening yourself up, or you're still asleep even. I'm jealous if you're still asleep. But if you're getting yourself prepared for this day, I hope you have an amazing day. And if you're still asleep and you see this later on rewind or replay, as they say, I hope that you guys enjoy day 2 of our Adult Play Therapy Devotional. Have an amazing day. I will catch you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.